Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's open our class today by praying depending on our personal belief. Pray, begin. Alright, in this video, I would like to the first is reviewing about our materials, procedure text that we have learned in previous meeting. And now we are going to review it again and using pictures and animations, right? And the next I would like to do, we will do listening session. I will give you an audio to listen, and I want you to take a note or rewrite the point, or we call it note taking. Okay, and then after that I want you to come forward one by one to make sure your answers are correct. Okay, and then after doing listening session we are going to get speaking session that I want you to share about your majors that you are interested in. Okay, so let's get started. Learning procedure text. Let's learn how to communicate steps clearly and effectively. For 11 grade 2 senior high school 2 pare. Here we go. Remember, yesterday we have already learned about procedure text, right? Procedure text is a text that explains how to do something, how to make something, how to use or operate something. That's what we call procedure text, the definition of procedure text. And procedure text has three structures. The first is goal, the second is materials, it's gonna be optional, it depends on the text, and the third is steps. Langkah-langkah. All right. And procedure text has three language features, three main language features. I'm sorry. The first is imperative verbs or imperative sentence atau kata perintah atau kalimat perintah. It usually begins, it's usually like verb 1 or verb bare infinitive. Okay, for example, cut or pour or slice. Slice the onion, cut the carrot. Example. That's are those are the example of imperative verbs or imperative sentence. And the next one we are going to talk about. The next language feature is sequencing words. Sequencing words is just like first, second, after that, next, firstly, finally, and so on, right? And then the next one is simple present tense. Procedure text usually used procedure text, all right, in its paragraph. Okay, that's all the what we call it, the short materials that I can review. And now let's talk about these activities. The first activities, we got pictures here. What kind of picture is that? A person who plays game. Good one. Do you do this at home? Kalian ngelakuin ini juga? Kalian bermain game juga di rumah? What kind of game is that? You got it. And can you tell me the steps how to play that game? For example, you play Mobile Legend. Can you tell me how to play Mobile Legend? Right. And the second pictures is about, what is that? What is the woman doing? She makes up her face. You got it. And what do you do? Oh, no, do you do it? at home? Kalian melakukan ini juga di rumah? Alright, can you tell me the steps how to make up our face? Alright, and the third picture we got bowls here. There are three kinds of bowls here. From this board, of course, something that crossed our mind is about sport. That's right. What sport do you like to do in your free time? Can you tell me the steps how to do it? Mhm. Thank you. And next one, we are going to move to the learning objectives. In this meeting, I want you to be able to identify the content of the text that they are listening to. I want you all to be able to identify content of the text that you are listening to. And I want you to be able to deliver procedural instruction to your friends. Okay? And the next one, let's do the activity, listening session. What you have to do here is to listen the audio. I will give you the audio after this, and I want you to rewrite the key point or the main steps from the audio. Okay? And then I want you to find the social function of the text you are listening to. And then after that, I want you to come forward by one and write your answers on the whiteboard. And we are going to discuss it together. And the next one, right, we come to speaking session. In this speaking session, I divided into three sessions. The first session is I want you to choose a major that you are interested in. Of course, this is a university major, okay? And I want you to explain why you choose this major. Why are you interested in this major? And I want you to write some points how you can get that major in your opinion. Okay? All right. And the second session, please gather with your group and start to tell it to your friends in your group. Okay? Ceritakan tentang jurusan yang jurusan yang membuat kamu tertarik. Ceritakan itu kenapa kamu tertarik dengan itu dan bagaimana sih menurutmu untuk mencapai atau untuk mendapat jurusan itu. Oke? Okay? And then yang lainnya, teman-teman yang lainnya, I want you to respond your friends, oke? Okay? Silakan direspon teman-temannya sekelompoknya gitu ya. And then don't forget to note your friends major. Jangan lupa untuk dicatat. Misalnya si A tadi ngomongin apa ya, dia tadi tertarik di jurusan apa ya, nah kayak gitu ya. And then the third or the last is I want you to come forward with your group and each person has to tell about their friend's major. Setiap orang nanti akan menceritakan tentang jurusan dari satu temannya dalam kelompok tersebut, begitu ya. For example, dalam satu kelompok ada 4 orang, maka yang satu orang A ini nanti akan menceritakan jurusannya atau jurusan favoritnya dari orang B misalnya gitu ya, orang yang kedua begitu, dan selanjutnya juga begitu nanti gitu ya. And then the last one, and then after that I will give you evaluation. After giving evaluation, we will review a little bit about we will hook our material with our real life, okay? And then the last one, thank you very much for attending my class. I hope you get something new. I hope you learn something. I'm Akmal, back to you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.